You're listening to Do This First, a daily personal development podcast that focuses on science-backed, actionable steps towards your best year ever. Hi, I'm Sandy, your host. I cannot believe that we're just like 4 days away. This podcast episode first was aired on December 28th, 2024. Counting today, we have 4 days left to 2025. Oh my gosh. With our micro series of Finishing Strong, we are going to focus today on staying curious. Staying curious is one of the best ways to ensure that you're ahead of the curve and can remain relevant in your chosen endeavors, whether we're talking about professionally or personally. This works across the board. Staying plugged into especially emerging technologies is crucial, especially if you're a creative or an entrepreneur or a brand. And everyone is a brand if you sell products and services. If you want to remain relevant and thrive in the fast evolving landscape of 2025 and beyond, you have to stay curious. The pace of technological innovations can feel overwhelming at times, but there are several very practical ways to stay informed, to adopt, adapt, and leverage new tools to enhance your craft or brand. Here's some strategies that you can use in order to stay ahead of the curve and be more proactive about adopting emerging technologies. The first thing that you should do is follow industry leaders and innovators. It's really one of the best ways to stay on top of technological developments. You can do this in a variety of ways. Like, for example, on X, I'm trying to call it X. It'll always be Twitter to me. On X, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, you can look for those who discuss the intersection of creativity and technology. As entrepreneurs, you can follow business leaders, startup founders, and technology analysts who focus on digital transformation. Keep an eye on platforms like TechCrunch, like Wired, and like Fast Company, which regularly features articles about emerging technologies that impact all industries. Platforms also like Substack and Patreon also provide opportunities to subscribe to newsletters or communities where tech-savvy creatives and business owners share exclusive content on cutting-edge tools. Definitely encourage you to do that. And then, of course, participate on online communities and forums. Engaging in communities focused on technology and innovation is a great way to stay plugged in. These communities often discuss the latest developments. They share tutorials and they offer advice on integrating new technologies into your work. Reddit, I love Reddit. Reddit has countless niche communities, they call them subreddits, where people discuss everything. Some of the great subreddits to follow on tech are r/VR dev, and it's all about virtual reality and augmentation. /entrepreneur is another one. /futurology is another one. Futurology, I should say. Tech and technology. These are all subreddits on Reddit that speak almost exclusively about emerging trends that you can incorporate into your business, your brand. I mean, obviously, everything they talk about is not going to be relevant to you. You're not going to want to do, but some of the things will be, and that way you can stay ahead of the curve. And also Discord. Discord has some amazing communities. Many creators and tech enthusiasts use Discord to connect and share insights. There are specific servers dedicated to creators and entrepreneurs where you can discuss emerging tech, share resources, and collaborate. So you want to take a look and see what are the different groups on Discord. There are so many, too many really to list, but you can see what your industry is and then look for the intersection between your industry and technology. So if you're a writer and author, you can search author tag, technology for authors, something like that. If you're in the entertainment industry and you're a performer, you can do the same thing, like, recording artist tag, or live performance tag, or or anything like that, and it'll give you some suggestions. Slack is another fantastic way of staying plugged in. Slack groups have so many different industries that center around innovation and tech trends. You can join the ones that are related to your field, such as creative tech or art tech. I mean, whatever it is that you focus on, whether it's on a professional level or as a hobbyist, or as an entrepreneur, you just look for your keyword and then just put tech on it and see what comes up. By participating in the communities, you can ask questions, you can share your experiences, and even test out new technologies in a collaborative environment. A lot of times in some of these groups, they will let you try out new things because they're still, they're testing the market for some of these innovative new ideas. So it's a fantastic way to get ahead of the curve. Of course, you can take online classes. I mean, there's so many, like LinkedIn Learning, Udemy, Coursera. I mean, there's just so many. Skillshare is another one. I mean, you can learn a lot on YouTube. I've gone to YouTube looking for how to do XYZ, and have always found a video, or several to help me. So you can do that as well. And there is a channel, a technology channel called The Future, which is mostly for design, and there's one called ArtStation Learning for visual arts. So if that's an area that's of interest to you. And of course, there's always webinars and conferences and virtual events that you can look into for networking, for just connecting with other leaders that are interested in the intersection of technology and your industry. One of the ways to look up these events is through Eventbrite, Meetup, and also virtual conferences. South by Southwest happens in Texas once a year, and Adobe Max. Those are two really awesome conferences that highlight technology, specifically for creatives, so you might want to take a look at that. Hackathons and competitions is another way for you to stay on top of emerging trends. And those are, sometimes trends get created in the hackathons and competitions. So you can just do a keyword search for hackathons just on Google and, and check them out and see if there are any that are virtual or any in your local area. DevPost and HackerEarth can provide hands-on experience with emerging technologies and offer inspiration as well for new ventures. So that's another thing to look at. You should subscribe to tech and industry newsletters. Subscribing to the newsletters is an easy way to get curated information about emerging technologies, especially if you're short on time. Here are a few newsletters that can help you stay plugged in. The Verge is really good. Wired is another one. TechCrunch, The Future of Creativity is another fantastic email newsletter, and Creative Block with a Q if you're a designer, a visual artist, or a developer. Make it a point, maybe on a weekly basis, to experiment with a new tool. One of the best ways to stay current is actually by experimenting with new technologies. The barrier to entry for many tools has lowered significantly, and you don't have to be an expert to get started. Start small and then build your proficiency over time. Platforms like Procreate and Blender help you experiment with digital creation. Give that, kind of a look-see. If you're an entrepreneur or brand, Zapier can help you automate repetitive tasks and experiment with customer relationship management, which we talked about all of these in previous podcast episodes, like Zoho. Zoho is a free customer relationship management tool that you can use. As we head into 2025, the key to staying plugged into emerging technologies is maintaining a mindset of curiosity. The digital world is evolving rapidly, and while it's easy to feel overwhelmed, you don't have to know everything right away. Focus on learning, experimenting. I'm telling you, try something new, a new tool every week, something that'll help you with your brand, your business. And connect with others who share your passion for innovation, for finding out what the new cutting-edge tools are in your industry. Position yourself to thrive in a world where technology is a driving force across literally every industry that you can think of. The future of creativity and entrepreneurship is intertwined with technology. Embracing this change is your pathway to success. Stay ahead of the curve, stay hungry, keep learning, keep innovating, try new things. You will be happy that you did. If you like what you're hearing, don't forget to leave a review. You can also read a full transcript of this podcast episode and all of my podcast episodes on my blog. And that web address is dothisfirst.life. And while you're there, you can sign up to one of my weekly newsletters. You can also listen to all of my podcast episodes there. You can also sign up for my YouTube channel, and my handle there is @DoThisFirst. And that channel is about to undergo a transformation. You guys are going to love it. I hope that it will be your go-to place for a quick pick-me-up. It's utter, total positivity, gratitude, just all great things to help you stay focused and positive in 2025. Till tomorrow.